Hey guys, how's it going? This right here is the HP Spectre x360, which is powered by the 11th gen Intel processors and is based on the Intel EVO Platform. So what's so great about this laptop? How does this Intel EVO partnership make it better? And should you buy this laptop or not? Well, let's try and answer these questions one by one. This is One from Guiding Tech and you're watching my in-depth review of the HP Spectre x360 based on the Intel EVO platform. Let's get started. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the design of this laptop. See, HP has always been known for being the best when it comes to design language for laptops, and the Spectre series has been their flagship product. Hence, it's no surprise that this laptop is eye candy. I mean, seriously, this looks subtle yet premium, flashy yet professional, powerful yet portable, all at the same time. The Spectre x360 is made of CNC machined aluminum with lustrous trim accents around the body that adds to the premiumness of the laptop. The corners here are flat to house a USB Type-C port on the right, while the left side houses the power button. Other than that, you get another Type-C port and a micro SD card slot on the right side, while over to the left side you have a full-sized USB Type-A port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The laptop also comes with a Type-C to HDMI dongle inside the box. Now the good thing to note here is that both these Type-C ports are Thunderbolt 4 thanks to being based on the Intel EVO platform. Now I'll talk more about the EVO platform at the end of this video, but right now what you need to know is that in terms of I/O, HP seriously does not disappoint despite having such a small form factor. Adding on to the EVO platform, the HP Spectre x360 also makes use of a fingerprint scanner for quick Windows Hello unlock. It's super snappy and you won't have any issues whatsoever. Moving on to the display, the Spectre x360 features a 13.3-inch Full HD WLED panel that's also a touchscreen. Now honestly speaking, this is one of the best panels that I've used on a laptop in quite some time. It's bright, has amazing colors, and thanks to its LED nature with support for HDR, watching HDR content on this, such as Netflix, is such an amazing experience. Other than that, in terms of productivity, while the color accuracy helps my Photoshop needs, the provided stylus or the HP Active Pen also comes in super handy for browsing or annotating my documents. Speaking of that, the keyboard here is amazing too. It's a classic HP Island keyboard that stretches to the edges. Now, usually I am not impressed with keyboards on a machine of this form factor, like especially 13-inch chassis, because the keyboard usually feels cramped in, but not on this one. The keyboard here is great, all the keys are well spaced out, the backlit is quite bright, and the key travel is excellent and has a solid click feedback too. The touchpad, however, could use some improvements. Now don't get me wrong, it's still a fantastic touchpad that makes the most out of its space, has a smooth surface, and allows for all Windows gestures. It's just that the click feedback is a little deep and could have been slightly softer. Now internally, this thing comes with a 60 Wh battery, which in my normal use case lasted well over 11 hours. So that includes web browsing, using Spotify, editing some images on Photoshop, and just, watching some movies or shows on YouTube or Netflix. Best part, this was with the power profile set to best performance. I mean, you could easily switch the power profile to better battery life and squeeze easily about 13 hours from this machine without breaking a sweat. Once again, all thanks to the Intel EVO there for this amazing battery backup. Charging it is super convenient too, just use one of the two Thunderbolt 4 ports to juice this thing up with a provided 65-watt charger. Also, as the name suggests, this is, well, a 360 laptop, so it's your call whether to use it as a normal laptop or use it in the tent mode to watch a movie, watching a movie like this, or you can just fold it completely and then use it as a tablet. It can do it all. Now I'll admit, using it in a tablet form, the weight at 1.3 kgs isn't the most comfortable out there, but I bet that the performance on this thing more than makes up for that. Okay, so our unit here is powered by the 11th gen Intel Core i7-1165G7 processor coupled with 16 GB of LPDDR4x RAM clocked at a whopping 4266 MHz. Powering the GPU department is the all-new Intel Z graphics, and as for storage, we have a 1TB of NVMe SSD included. See, all in all, that sounds a great package on paper, and thankfully that also translates to great real-world usage. The HP Spectre x360 blows past all synthetic benchmarks that most of the laptops in its class struggle with. A score of about 4500 in PC Mark and 1100 in TimeSpy 3D Mark is not something you expect even from an Ultrabook, let alone the fact that this is actually a convertible 2-in-1. Now, stressing more on that point, one thing that I've noted with older gen laptops is that when you move on to a slim form factor, the performance usually takes a hit because you have to control the heat. That is not the case with the HP Spectre, and to be honest, I feel confident in saying that that's not the case with any laptop coming under the Intel EVO platform. In fact, the performance here is absolutely flagship level. I mean, you don't even notice that this is a mobile chipset. And I'm not just talking about the CPU, even the GPU here, that's the Intel Z graphics, feels absolutely amazing. So in my creative use case, the HP Spectre x360 manages to handle all my Photoshop files with ease, which includes a lot of layers, and I can load and batch edit over 100 images in Lightroom in a breeze without even stressing the system. Of course, the system is fully tested to its prowess in Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve when handling 4K footage, but the Spectre actually manages to sustain its performance without struggling or exhibiting any sort of thermal throttling. Now, the GPU here is great for lightweight gaming too. Titles like Valorant and Rocket League run easily at 60 FPS on high settings, and lower them to a combo of medium settings and you can easily game at a 100 FPS mark. Now, while on the topic of gaming, it's worth highlighting that this laptop, like I said, comes with Thunderbolt 4 ports. So what you can do is buy this thing for office work, carry it, exceptional great battery life, use it on the go, come back home, put it on your desk, plug in an eGPU and get desktop grade performance and use it for dedicated gaming if you're trying to play AAA titles. So yeah, that is also another use case. Now, I mentioned that there wasn't any sort of thermal throttling, right? Well, here's the thing. With most convertible laptops, you'll just find that there's a single fan inside cooling the chassis and cooling everything. The HP Spectre x360 comes with a dual fan setup that really keeps the thermals in check. This allows for better cooling and helps the Intel Core i7 chipset to maintain its turbo frequency of 4.7 GHz for a longer period of time. Heck, even while gaming, the max times that I recorded were in the range of late 80s, which is exceptionally good for this form factor. It really is a testament to how much the Intel EVO platform really helps get the best out of the HP Spectre x360. Alright, so I've mentioned Intel EVO quite a lot of times now, but what exactly is it? Well, do you guys recall Project Athena? Well, think of Intel EVO as Project Athena 2.0. Project Athena was basically Intel laying out guidelines for manufacturers to create thin yet powerful laptops. Now think of Intel EVO as Project Athena 2.0, but much better. So not only does Intel have good guidelines laid out for its partner manufacturers, it is also working closely with them to get the best out of their products. The basic guideline for each Intel EVO laptop is that it should have a great battery backup of at least 9 hours, should support instant wake, have support for fast charging, and come with Wi-Fi 6 and Thunderbolt 4. And of course, they're powered by the 11th gen Intel Core processors. Now, with support from Intel, the HP Spectre x360 manages to deliver on all these fronts. So yeah, for what it's worth, the HP Spectre x360 is definitely a premium product, but its performance definitely justifies its price tag. It not only has great specs, but thanks to the Intel EVO platform, it also has sustained performance, low thermals, and an unmatchable battery backup. Now you can read more about Intel's EVO platform by following the link down there in the description box, but I feel safe in saying that judging by this, it's clear that any laptop that comes with the Intel EVO branding is going to outperform its competitors in the same bracket. So yeah, if you're interested in buying the HP Spectre, which I feel you should be, there's also a buying link down in the description box, so go ahead and check it out. And well, that was it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is Vam from Guiding Tech, and I'll see you in the next one.